No one's talking about this, but you can get rid of a lot of your acne and help your skin heal better by simply going out in the sun. Tons of studies have come out supporting the benefits of light therapies on the skin, such as red light therapy and several others. But what if I told you you can get the same beneficial effects just from sunlight? Dermatologists will recommend all these expensive therapies, which are the equivalent of the sun to some extent, but will forbid you from going outside for more than 2 minutes and without 3 layers of sun protection. That's because there's no money in you getting free therapy from the sun. And I'm not saying all doctors think this way, but the people and companies above them definitely do. So in this video I will explain how you can utilize the sun to minimize your acne and heal your skin, go over the scientific evidence, reveal the best time to be outside if you want to get maximum results, and share a method you can use even when there's no sunlight. Let's first get into how all this works. The sun emits 3 types of light: ultraviolet, visible and infrared, and some of them correlate exactly with the light therapies we just talked about, but the amount in which they are emitted by the sun differs by the time of day. So to know what the best time to get sun exposure is, we first need to figure out which types of light are actually healing for the skin. The first type of light that has been studied to be beneficial for skin health is red to infrared light. This has been repeatedly shown to reduce inflammation and scarring, improve blood flow and circulation, as well as stimulate the production of collagen in the skin. The other type of light proven to have a positive effect on your skin is blue light. This type of visible light has an antibacterial effect and it has been proven to reduce acne. There are several studies covering both red to infrared light and blue light combined, which show big improvements in the reduction of acne after being exposed to those specific lights. For example, the study made on 107 patients showed that a combination of red and blue light worked better in treating inflammatory lesions than benzoyl peroxide, a common ingredient in skincare products that is praised by dermatologists all the time. Now that we know which types of lights to look for, let's see the times of day the sun gives them off. Generally, the full spectrum is present for the majority of the day, but it is still helpful to know when each type of light is emitted the most. So when it comes to getting red to near infrared light, the sunrise and sunset are the best times to be outside. This is because during those times the sun penetrates to the atmosphere at an angle, causing all the other rays to be scattered while leaving the red light intact. This way you can take advantage of the red light rays without getting excessive UV exposure. And just a quick tip to know you're doing it right is if you look down at your shadow, it should be taller than you are. And if it's not, then don't worry, you're still getting plenty of red light. It just means you're also getting other types of light along with that, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because the next type of light that will help you get rid of acne is blue light. You can think of blue light as nature's way to regulate your circadian rhythm, wake you up and improve your alertness, which is why people try to avoid blue light from screens at night. The sun emits blue light at a higher capacity in the morning after sunrise, as well as at midday. So to get the best out of both worlds, the optimal time to get the kind of sun exposure that will heal your skin from acne and acne scars is in the morning. This ranges from sunrise up until 9 AM, and you can stay outside anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes all the way up to an hour if the sun is not as powerful. You really have to figure this out for yourself and see how much time you can tolerate. Also, it's important to know that there's still plenty of red light coming from the sun, even if sunlight doesn't appear red like it does during sunrise. If you measure only the red to infrared light in the morning after the sun has already risen, you will find that it has the same intensity as red light panels, which proves the sun is a great alternative to red light therapy, while also giving off multiple other benefits only found in exposure to the full spectrum of light. And by the way, you don't need any sunscreen for this. That's just gonna block the same sun rays you're trying to get. You're just not gonna burn at these hours if you've ever stepped foot outside of the house before. Now you could be wondering if you really only have to be in the sun in the morning for it to be beneficial for your skin. Maybe you need to go straight to work, or you just can't get outside at that time for some reason. Well, you can still get sun exposure whenever you have the time for it, and you're gonna get basically the same benefits. It is true that if you do it in the evening, you're gonna get less blue light, and if you do in between 10 AM and 4 PM, you'll have to worry more about burning if you aren't used to the sun. But regardless of the time you pick, if you smartly expose yourself to sunlight, your acne and other skin conditions will improve significantly. Lastly, what do you do during the cold seasons or when the sun is obstructed and there's close to no sunlight? This is where a red light panel can become really useful. You can find one online and just order it, but the way it works is it basically gives off the same red to near infrared rays you would find in the sun that have been found to have so many benefits for acne and skin health. To do it, you grab the panel and put it in front of your face for 10 to 20 minutes. And this can serve as a great alternative to the sun whenever it's winter or you can't get any significant amount of sunlight. To recap, when it's sunny outside, go out between sunrise and 9 AM for as much time as you're comfortable with. And if there's no sun, use a red light panel for 10 to 20 minutes. One more important thing I have to mention is how often you should get sun exposure for the maximum benefits. Ideally, you would do it every day because it's really healthy to get in the sun and not stay inside of your house all day. But if you miss some days, it's not gonna be the end of the world. In some of these studies, the participants only got light therapy 3 times a week, and they still got significant results, so don't worry too much about missing some days, but do try to go for every day. But even though sun exposure will improve your skin and get rid of a big portion of your acne, to fully eliminate it, you need to fix the root cause behind it. So click on this video where I explain just that.